In a business view, environmental cost is cost that arise from activity occur in a company causing an environmental effect. For example, your company have factory that manufacture tire, hence the environmental impact causing by the factory probably air pollution, manufacturing emission and waste disposal. The cost that is being used to control the environmental impact is environmental cost. On the other hand, environment cost-benefit analysis is comparison of the cost of an action compared with the considerations of the benefit of those actions so that the company will have most effective option to manage or reduce impact on the environment. In other words, it is a decision-making process that makes the decision maker to compare all direct and indirect positive and negative effects of the proposed decision. There are several steps involved in using this analysis. The first step is specifying clearly the project or program. This step is to decide on the main element involved in the project or program. For example, if your company manufactures tire, what you must study is the location of the factory and the group involved within factory. Thus, after knowing it, we will study whether the area of the factory is polluted or not. If the area of the factory is polluted, we must know what is enforcement of law and regulations related to it, water disposal practice, public waste treatment plans, and what hazardous material produced from the factory. By knowing all these elements, it will be easier to continue to the next step. Second step is to include all relevant quantitatively input and output of the project. For example, if we are planning wastewater treatment project, the staff of that program will be able to provide a full physical specification of the plant together with the input required to build it and keep it running. Hence, by knowing this information, we will be able to know the cost of the input and output of the program so that it is easier to continue to the next step, which is to estimate the cost and the benefit of the input and output. This step is very important because in using cost and benefit analysis, all the input and output must be valued in terms of money. Thus, this step is to put all the data we gathered previously in value, hence measuring the cost and benefit of it. For example, the benefit arise from this analysis probably improve in water quality, species preservation, and wildlife mortality. And the costs incur are higher prices for the consumer for the goods and taxes paid by the company to government, cost to create water treatment plant, and cost to practice healthy disposal from the factory. The last step involved is to compare on the benefit and cost arise from the project so that we can pick the best and effective option. The simple way to compare it by subtract the total cost with total benefit to get the net profit. If the net benefit is positive, then the cost benefit is positive and likewise. In this analysis, what we must know that we have to think like economists, where we must always choose option where the benefit outweighs its cost. Thus, environment cost and benefit analysis is a method for a company to try and put all relevant costs and benefit on the same foundation in order to help people make informed decisions.